Jason, you late again?
Yeah, I know.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. No excuses. No excuses. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. No excuses. No excuses. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Who's our king? Jesus!
First came the mixtapes, then came the album, then came the MySpace, we hit our first 1,000. Now we in the stores trying to sell 100,000. Even if we don't, I spit this gospel in the house and check it. What do you do when the hood said it feeling you, but your brother in the faking system killing you? Talking down on your name just to get at you, picking out a verse or two to see if what you spit is true. Don't get it twisted, see I only speak about a few. So when you see them, please hit them with the W. I'm only kidding, please show them some love, because we war in the spirit, not flesh and blood. But how dare us waste God's precious blood by calling out a ministry and slanging mud? The tares in the field shall be pulled by God, so I just focus on the task and remain to go hard. Chill. For Christ I live, baby. For Christ I die. For Christ I live. 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 For Christ I die.
Still in the valley of the dry bones, prophesy daily. Can these bones live in a world so shady? Last call to the prodigal who drop periodically. Those by the wayside, shake it off and follow me. Get your sword and your armor and stand at attention. Hear the sound of the trumpet and the plan of the mission. Advance on the henchmen, we must stay the course. The kingdom suffer violence, now the violent use force. You can hear it in my voice, ain't no more talking. Taking back the streets from these dead men walking. Hear the talking in the wind from the principalities. Try to take us out with the onslaught of casualties, knowing that the battle rushing in like a flood, but we still can't lose. Why? We under the blood, plus we throwing up the dub and giving God praise. This is my life, and the banner I raise, my life.
For Christ I die. For Christ I live. 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 For Christ I die. Victorious, sword unsheathed. I'm a last day prophetical Christian MC. Man, I gotta stand strong and do whatever it takes, cause the hour's getting late. That coward raising the stakes. I'm dressed in the full armor, shield repel drama. It's cold outside, but I'm straight. I got a bomber, and I give Christ the honor. I rip mics to give life. The gospel of J. Christ, the invite to get right. The art of war vintage, I'm back to handle his business. I struggle to keep it tight, cause it's a fight to the finish. Ain't talking to no beginners, the Holy Spirit be in us. A Jedi with the steel, so that make me Jesus' apprentice. A witness to the whole world, reflecting his shine. In my prime, I rep the name for the people who blind, cause it's a war, and the battle take place in the mind. I throw your W's in the air like a Batman sign. Hey, hey. For Christ I live, for Christ I die, for Christ